Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's final video. We're going to have a look at weather for the next 10 to 14 days for today's final video. Day 10 will take us to the 31st of October, Halloween, wow. We'll be able to extend out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM ensembles because they runs around a couple of weeks. I'll have a look at CFSV2 at the end of the video for November. And I should get some of that for you in a second. Just say that the first video was our 6 AM upload, and we've released GWV Friday as well. So please check out those two videos if you would like to do that. Like, share, and subscribe on the vid. Thank you so much everyone for doing that. We only need to put around 13 or 14 more subscribers now to get ourselves to 14.6k, 14,600. So please, if you could give us a sub, it would be absolutely lovely. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that and helping us to get to our next mini target, which is 14.6k. The ultimate target, of course, is 15k. When will we get there? I wonder. But when we do, we're going to do a giveaway. But got a while to go before we have to think about that. Now, before I do anything else, I want to say thank you so much to Alexander. Alexander Dimmick gave me and GavsWeatherVids a donation for my birthday. I'm a little bit late doing the shout out. So thank you so much, Alexander, for the incredibly kind donation. And, you know, thank you so much, my friend, for the support and for doing that. If you'd like to give a donation to GavsWeatherVids through PayPal, all you need to do is come to the GavsWeatherVids PayPal page. You can find a link in the description with all of the videos. And, you know, sign into your PayPal account. You can donate whatever you want to GavsWeatherVids. And it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much to our channel members. Thank you so much to our patrons as well. You know, just incredible the support that you give. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. And special thanks to Alexander, of course, for the donation. And so much, everyone. Right, well, let's start the video then. Central England temperature has just updated. And we've ticked up by 0.1 of a degree. We're up to 12.1, which is 1.6 degrees above average. That's provisional to yesterday, to the 20th of October. I think we're going to come in somewhere between 12 Celsius and 13 Celsius for this October. But it remains to be seen exactly where we finish up, of course. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. So red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average on Glasgow. Today we're above average at the moment in Glasgow, as we are throughout the whole country. And the dates on bottom of the chart up to the end of month and beginning of November, we're saying above average as well. For the first week of November, we might see a reduction in the temperature then. Still, you know, only reduction close to average, not getting cold, but we might see a bit of a cooling in the first week of November, but of course that's a long way off. And extended range, more exciting, I suppose, in a way, is precipitation. Look at all these precipitation spikes we've got down here. Glasgow will be quite a wet place. It will be exposed to the Atlantic and the Irish Sea, but nevertheless that looks really wet over the next couple of weeks. So a little bit of a deluge coming up, I think, in some parts of the country. Warm and wet rules the weather for the time being. Temperature anomalies on the 21st October 29th are substantially above average. And precipitation anomalies from the 21st October to the 29th are wetter than normal in most, particularly western and southwestern areas. Still just a little bit drier than average in the far north and northeast of Scotland. Latest info map from earthnullschool.net shows low pressure is dominating weather now, and it will continue to do so through the remainder of the month. This low pressure sitting just to the west of Ireland, so throwing in rain bands, but also keeping the wind from a very mild or warm southerly to southwesterly direction. So temperatures will hold up, yes, but the low pressure will throw in bands of rain. Right, let's go through the chart data then. UK Met Euro run midnight on Monday. Low pressure is in control of the weather. Middle of next week might turn a little bit drier. as this ridge tries to build to our east. That draws up wind from a warm southerly direction. And low pressure just continues to sit to our west. These areas of low pressure will carry on pushing in further. Bands of rain, they'll be moving in on those warm southwesterly and southerly winds, so plenty of unsettled weather to come, but with winds down from the south-southwest, temperatures will be mild. This is how the GFS midnight run is looking. Again, we go through into Monday, and low pressure in control then. Low pressure stays in control right the way through next week. Further bands of rain coming up, long fetch southwesterly there on 29th of October. So that's looking really wet too. And we just keep these areas of low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic. Eventually we start to lose some of those southerly, southwesterly influences a little bit. So as we go into the first week of November, we possibly lower the temperature slightly, but it does stay unsettled then. But GFS 6Z, again, is showing lots of low pressure in off the Atlantic through the course of next week. Winds remain from this southerly southwesterly direction, so at least it will be mild, even if we've got loads of wet weather driving in from off the Atlantic. And there's not really much change until we get to the very end of the GFS 6Z run, when we start to slip low pressure south, building a ridge from the east, actually. That will start turning things a bit drier and a bit cooler. Now, I have not got icon up. I want to have a look at that. So I'm going to pause the video and we'll get icon up for you. And I'll see you in around 2 seconds. Okay, icon! Low pressure dominates weather on Monday. And into the middle of next week, we'll turn a little bit dry as this ridge builds just to our south. Now, these, but low pressure still out in the Atlantic, and then that comes rattling through during the last stages of next week, and that will keep wind from that warm southerly southwest direction, but the low pressure will bring further rain at times. That's that one done. GM, it looks like this. If you enjoy the video, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. GM, again, with low pressure dominating weather on Monday, a little bit dry for Tuesday, Wednesday, and then in comes low pressure through the second half of next week. That'll bring further spells of rain with it, but temperatures will be staying very mild. And then ECM, looks like that, with low pressure still coming in from off the Atlantic. It's all much of a muchness, staying really mild, if not warm, but low pressure bringing further spells of rain. But I think the ECM might be a little bit drier for southern and eastern areas, maybe second half next week. That high pressure trying to hold off low pressure in the Atlantic for a while, but even that one brings this deep area of low pressure in by day 10, which of course is month's end, 31st of October. This is the precipitation forecast based on that ECM run into medshow.com. Plenty of rain coming and going over the next few days. We'll try it early next week, and then the rain comes back, especially southwestern areas, and eventually that wet weather dries through into eastern regions as well. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10. Gets us to the 31st of October. 24 members of the ECM ensembles have low pressure coming in off the Atlantic Ocean, so that's going to be unsettled and mild. 17 also doing something very similar, lots of low pressure in from the west with that one, and then 10 just a bit more influence from high pressure to our east, so that's slightly drier. Low pressure is pushed further away from us into the Atlantic, will be very mild with winds coming up from the south. And then in 2 weeks time, which will get us to the 5th of November, remember the 5th of November and whatnot, and the way that they're behaving in Westminster at the moment, maybe Guy Fawkes didn't have a bad idea, I don't know. But anyway, that's off on a tangent. So 21 members of the ECM ensembles for Bonfire Night, showing a trough of low pressure heading in from off the Atlantic, bringing maybe some showery conditions, but mostly dry in the east. So May 16 have low pressure right over top of the country. That brings showers or longer spells of rain with it. That's combined with a mid-Atlantic ridge, by the way, so that will also turn a little bit cooler. Winds coming in from the northwest. And then 14 here, Hammers under high pressure, so that turns mostly dry. But would be perhaps a little bit on the chilly side. Might start seeing some frost and fog begin to get going, although it's a relatively mild ridge that, to be honest. We might see some higher pressure when we get into November. We'll have to wait and see. Finally, GWV this is the 700 millibar height anomaly from GFS for November today, showing above average heights, high pressure in off the Atlantic into west of Europe. That brings lots of dry weather with it, you would have thought. Going for a very mild November with temperatures substantially above normal. Notice how warm it is across Eurasia. Wow, wow, wow. Most of America and Canada looking mild as well. The Northern Hemisphere on fire there. And precipitation-wise, we look like that. So, again, not much of a signal. But I would suspect rather drier than average month would be likely. With that, well, wait and see. Right, so that's it then for today's video. Thank you so much, everybody. Please like, share, subscribe on the vids. Thank you for doing that. Just so what's coming up over the weekend. So tomorrow we will start off with the 6 AM upload. We will also tomorrow have the ECM WF 42-day forecast focusing on the UK and Ireland. Weekend forecast and 10 to 14 there, and then on Sunday after 6 AM upload we will have the 8th winter 2022-2023 update, so that will be coming up for you on Sunday. Another epic long range Sunday this weekend. You enjoy the rest of your Friday, and for this year and for today's videos, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.